Hallo en welkom bij Wayfinders, een Dungeons Dragons podcast die luisteraars naar het was bovennatuurlijk wellicht. Mijn naam is Ashley Elizabeth en ik ben je Dungeon Master voor Campaign Island. En bij mij zijn de Spectacular Sam.
Guten Tag.
De Almastige Austin.
Hello.
De Ambitious Amancio.
Tudo bem?
De Rustasis Rachel.
Bonjour.
En als laatst de Krachtig Kai.
Oh dear God.
Laten we gaan naar het eiland.
Wow.
I
I'm so
apologize
proud of
to every Dutch person listening. I apologize. I did my best. I know it's properly. Look, I know the text on my screen is correct, but that doesn't mean I said it right.
I'm proud of you. You tried. You did your
You know what?
darndest.
Live your best life.
And here I was worried I'd have to pull up Google Translate for the whole session.
Oh, did you Google Translate hello or something?
No, I had my friend Marbu translate the
God.
entire thing earlier. We love you, bitch cow. Okay. So last time you all spoke to Merlin, who seemed to be familiar with Styx and your situation. He gave you the round table for 3 favors from the group, one of which is to not stand with the council. You returned and were assigned with the final item, Excalibur, from the Lady of the Lake. You did your research and are now headed out to speak with Nimue. That's where we left you.
Cool.
Right, did we already make it because we were camping, or were we just walking?
I think you had just left. Like, I'm 99.9% sure
Yeah.
you just left.
We had just left, yes.
Fred
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Admina had just left to haul the boat out to the lake.
Right.
No, they did that
Yes.
earlier in the week. That was earlier in the week. So the boat's somewhere over there already.
Yeah, but yeah, we basically had just left it at heading out.
You guys were heading out, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're headed out.
Tell everybody I'm on my way. No copyright music, that's it.
See, like, the thing is, you guys were supposed to be rolling survival checks anytime you went into the forest, but because you were like, we're gonna make Admina our ally, there's, like, no reason because you have a map.
That's true.
Yee.
We were smart teenagers.
Exactly.
You
We went to
literally
a
did
responsible adult.
Alright, so you guys are heading out. Anything you're talking about? Anything you're doing while I head to the lake?
I think Styx is just... humming.
I'm just gonna be observing the forest.
Yeah.
Sure, do you want to roll a perception check?
Sure. I'm not really looking for anything, I'm just trying to practice.
Oh,
Finding
I'm
things.
specifically keeping an eye out on things.
Sure, you can do it. 7? Cool.
Ooh. 16 plus 2, 18.
Cool, alright. Before I say anything, what is everyone else doing?
I'll probably Oko just be like following along but looking down and reading his book.
Cool.
Fred is checking the path in front for any traps or anything that might have been laid out, but most of his attention is focused on psyching himself up about Nimue.
What a mess.
All right, you roll me an investigation check.
That's a natural 20. That is, I believe, yes, just a flat 20. Yeah.
Fred, with your keen eyes as you stare around this forest and you follow the map, you watch for traps, you look around, you see absolutely nothing.
Nice!
All right, and Ari, as you're looking around, you're just kind of observing. I will say, because you rolled pretty well there, you see something very far off on the distance moving by. Not sure what it is. It's only because you rolled so high that you even notice it, but it's pretty, like, it blends in very well with the surroundings. But it's quite far out.
Okay.
Not in your path.
Okay. Can I make out any details, or it's just kind of like a quick movement?
If you had gotten a nat 20, I would tell you more, but because you rolled very high, so I'm going to give it to you, but if you rolled a nat 20, then I would have given you more.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just gonna kind of just turn to everyone and just be like, keep an eye out, guys. There's something out there.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a little far to make out. Just stick close.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Can I look in the direction and see if I see it?
Are you pointing out the direction?
Yeah, I would point out the direction if...
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay, let's do our best. 8. A very
8?
solid 8.
You look around and you see the trees and the bushes and the trees again and the ground. And that's what you see.
Ari, there's so much trees and ground and trees again, and there's maybe a sky above us, but I don't see any movement. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks for the obvious there, Styx. Let's just keep going. It's fine.
All right. I'm going to keep humming. Please hum with me. It's very catchy.
No.
Okay, well,
you
I'll
sure?
hum louder for the both of us.
You sure that's
that
why
might
Styx...
attract something.
Yeah. If we know something's out there in the woods, maybe we should, just keep it down.
All right, I'll hum very quietly in my own head.
That's a good idea, Styx. Appreciate it.
Yes, I guess we do want to come back alive, so I'll be very, very careful. Who's excited for camping? We're going on an adventure together, guys.
I do want to quickly rectify something that I missaid last session. You guys all have seen Styx's skeleton form. That was a mistake on me because you saw it the very night everything went down.
That is
I'm just
right.
going to rectify that.
Oh, okay.
So I apologize.
Right, that was our very first session, being like going into the woods at night. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've seen the skeleton form. I said that you didn't last time, but I'm rectifying it now. You have seen it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Great.
That's all right. I still can breathe underwater, which I think is just so fun. We're going on a
So you
camping
guys-
trip.
And you still don't have eyebrows.
Ugh, I do right now, but just not sometimes.
So you guys head out to the lake, and no problems on the way there. You make your way to the lake. On the east...
Yes.
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 East.
the east.
You head to the east.
Yes, we do.
It's pretty. This lake is pretty close to the border. It's pretty much on the border. So it's not too hard to get to. But you get out there and find yourself at a lake.
What time of day is it?
You guys left, I think, in the morning, so it's probably like midday. This lake's really close to the border.
Gotcha. Well, does anyone care for fancy a dip?
Sure, we could try rowing out as well.
Yeah, that's
maybe-
smart.
Maybe we should start by, like, calling out to her, because if the lake's, like, her house, then we're basically just sort of, like, jumping in, assuming we're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Good
smart.
point.
That's smart, yes. All right. Nimue? I don't think
Is
she's
that all you're-
home.
Wait, are you just saying Nimue?
Well, what I do is, okay, I'll paint the picture, alright. So, Styx is standing up to the lake. She has one foot in front of the other, and she stands sideways towards the lake, puts her hand around close to her mouth to, do the thing to call out. And she goes, Nimue? And waits expectantly.
Okay,
Guys, nothing happened.
roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
Arya's just
Uh-oh. Everything's falling. Okay. Does a 13 help?
You look out at the lake, it glistens, it shines, you see little ripples as like a little deer off to the side drinks and walks away. And that's it.
I don't think she's home, guys.
Alright, let me try. I'll go up to the lake and I'll be like, Fair maiden of the lake Nimue, we need your help. Please, will you give us an audience?
Roll a persuasion check.
Alright. Please be good. That's probably not gonna be good, but I need to check my persuasion.
I'm gonna burn your dice
That's 11.
at this point.
I know, I'm rolling physical dice as well. So,
I don't understand how you haven't rolled well in forever.
it's painful. But that's
The
an
luck.
11.
You call out and the water stays the same.
Wait, guys, I've got it. I take out a grape juice box and a really nice looking kind bar. Like the like chocolate and sea salt kind bars. And
Oh, we can't. That's a brand. It's
I'm so sorry.
Kind Bar.
a happy bar. A nice bar. A very nice
A nice
bar. I take out a nice bar and a grape juice and I put them on the lake and I say,
Libations.
Great Nimue, we have brought you an offering for your audience.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I really hope so.
This would be so funny if it works.
I really hope. Oh. Maybe not. That's worse. That's an 8. That would have been so good though, guys. That
would have been pretty awesome.
That
She just-
should have worked.
She just pops her head out like, is that grape juice?
Does she actually? Can she please?
No, the water stays the same. I'm sorry.
I
There's
know.
a DC check here.
I know.
Perhaps
All right,
she'll
Fred.
respond to a king. And I kind of saunter on up to the shore, and I draw one of my short swords, and I kneel by the shoreline, and I say, "Oh, fair Lady Nimue, please grant us an audience so we might request your aid." And I chuck the short sword into the lake, a sword for a sword.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh boy.
That's not going to be any better. That's a 14.
I don't think you're getting that sword back.
You see your oh shit! I just hit my headset.
I hope you didn't
You
need that.
pull out your sword. You pull out your sword and you chuck it, and it's into the lake. and it sinks. The water ripples. No response.
At least your
Well-
sword is free from the boat.
Please don't remind me about that. I'm just getting over it.
Fred, I really hope that sword didn't land sharp side in her.
She's a nymph, goddess, lake lady. I'm sure it couldn't hurt her.
What other offerings
hope
can
you're
we
right.
give her? Do we have anything else? Grape juice usually works for me, so I don't really know what else to do here.
Are there any fish in the lake? Can we see any fish?
Make a perception check.
Oh no. See, this is a great idea.
And by the way, I'm gonna say this, unless it's super clever, you cannot keep just doing persuasion checks, okay? Like,
Yeah.
I think I'll let Oko and Ari do one if they want to. But for the three of you who are still going at it, it's gotta be clever, okay? Or else
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Alright, so I can do my perception check though, right?
Do your perception check.
14.
You do see some fish swimming around. Not too many, but you do see not quite a few. You do see a few.
Okay.
Look like cod.
Let's see. I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kick off my boots and wade into the water a little bit to talk with the fish.
Okay. What are you asking the fish?
So I'm going to ask them if they've seen Nimue in the last few days.
No, I want you to ask me. I want you to pretend I'm the fish,
Okay.
okay? Ask me.
Hello, little fish. I was hoping maybe you could help me. I'm looking for the lady of the lake, Nimue. Have you seen her?
Oh, Nimue, whoa. That's the lady that lives really far down the lake.
So you've seen her?
Oh, yes I have, glug glug, I'm a fish.
Do you think maybe you could do me a favor and bring this juice box down to her?
Glug glug, I'm a fish, glug glug. That's a pretty big box for my little fish mouth.
We can use, Shoelace. Who has a shoe? Oh, sorry, never mind. I can't hear. I'm not a fish.
Yeah, you can't hear this.
I guess it is kind of small. Do you think that maybe you could go and ask her to come talk to us? And say that it's
Glug, glug,
important?
Ooh, I can try.
I know it's a lot to
What am I
ask.
saying?
Just tell her that there's 5 kids up at the lake looking for her because they want to protect the island.
Glug, 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 glug. I can do that. I'm a fish. And he swims away.
Awesome! I'm gonna come back and tell the group that I've sent a fish to Nimue to ask her to come see us.
Oh, yes, very smart.
Well, then I guess.
I hope she doesn't eat the fish.
She wouldn't eat it.
I mean, she lives in the lake, so I don't know. If I lived in a lake, then I'd probably eat all the fish I could get.
Well, let's hope that she gets the message before the consumption. Just put those good vibes out there, guys. It's fine.
I am very put off by that.
Austin. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Maybe she's sick of fish. If you lived in a cornfield, right? You'd eat all the corn you could eat, sure. But eventually there would come a point where you didn't even want to see a single cob of corn. So maybe she's sick and tired of fish after thousands of years under the lake.
I guess you have a point.
What if she doesn't need to eat because she's an immortal being of magic and myth and legend? maybe she's just there.
It's
Wouldn't that be
possible.
A few minutes later, you see the water in the middle of the lake start to bubble, and eventually you see a hand rise through the water holding a pretty shitty short sword.
My sword!
I am definitely going to be jumping up and down that this worked.
And with it, you see a woman rise as if she's being lifted up one of those, like, you know, at a concert when the artist rises out of the stage? It's like that, but with the water, and it just kind of wades at her hips as she's holding the sword up in the air, and she looks to you 5 and says, why are you throwing swords into my lake? I thought we were over this.
have
I'm
grape juice
terribly
also.
sorry.
Would you like a grape juice and a happy bar?
What?
Just try it. You'll love
didn't-
it.
I don't. Okay, hold on. Time out. Alright. I just had a fish come talk to me. I don't know. What? I had a fish come tell me there were 5 kids wanting to save the island. And look, I don't meddle in mortal stuff anymore, but obviously you're aware that I'm here. So I need to ward you off verbally. Go away.
It's not mortal stuff.
Are you mortal?
We are, but what we're being made to do is not from mortals. We're mortal, but there are people that are not mortal that are meddling with the island. And you might not want to meddle, but you live here, and if here is destroyed, then you don't have anywhere to live, and won't that suck?
And might I add, here refers to the island, but also the world generally, like the entire object.
What? Alright, explain. Get on with it. You got 5 minutes to pitch it to me, alright? Or else I go back down and we forget this ever happened.
Alright, well, so we need Excalibur, because if we don't get Excalibur, then the world is going to, well, yes, the world is going to be a mess anyways, because there's the whole prophecy business, but realistically, like, we are going to potentially die, if we don't get it. So, how about we make a deal? We can have Excalibur, you can have something nice, perhaps
Like my
a
sword?
castle, or something like that. Maybe, yeah, sword. Exchange for it. And, we can go away and pretend this never happened, and then Excalibur will be, taken care of by someone else, so that we can not die. How's that sound?
Alright. So, you mortals are... there's some sort of prophecy going on, and you need Excalibur, to which I am supposed to be holding on and protecting until the once and future king has returned.
Kind of, yes. Does it help that I have, like, kind of immortal blood in me? Like, I'm half mortal? Does that kind of persuade you in a different direction? Like a half-blood person, you know?
So you're a demigod.
Kind of.
What?
Does that help? Does that kind of put us on a better playing field, maybe?
What prophecy are you even talking about?
The one where the world ends, and it's quite long.
There's a lot of those.
I know.
There's
This one's quite long. Let me just see if I can read. Do you guys remember the whole
I remember
phrasing?
it. I can read it out. 5 manifest destiny, 5 are brought along, 1 assists, and 1 sings their last song. When the world forgets monsters, and the magic gathers to wander, the champions will free the evil locked away, despite those who wish to keep it at bay. The truth will be revealed, and this era will end and be sealed. The plane will be born anew.
Oh, that's not... Oh, shit.
So we're the 5. Yes, hello.
And we've been bonded against our will to people who want to bring forcible change to the world.
So, you are the champions.
Yes, unfortunately.
So you're working with what is known as like the like incredibly evil group of people.
Well, okay, so that is a little bit up for discussion and negotiation and debate because we don't actually. Most of us, I look over at Oko. Most of us don't actually want the world to end, so we're actually kind of working is like the inside jobs kind of thing. But they are threatening to kill us, and the person who's my god, whatever person, is threatening to kill my mother. Because she has power over my mother, and I don't want her to die, so we're kind of trying to negate that part of the deal.
Alright. You guys, yeah, you certainly, it's not, you guys understand this isn't just the world ending, this is like all of the planes resetting.
I don't think we can stop it, we kind of just have to make it better than if the evil guys, like, really take over.
It has been made clear to us that the end is inevitable, but, you know, maybe we can make the end not so bad?
We've been told there's a little bit of flexibility within the world end, and it's kind of like this era will be sealed, but the next one is kind of up for grabs depending on who's in power.
Alright, and who told you this?
Merlin.
A very reliable source.
Name.
The one you hate.
Your
Well, we
crazy
shouldn't
ex.
Yes.
Which one?
Starts with an M, ends with an Erlin. Yes, what Stick said.
But you know that he's reliable at least, right? Like, you know that he's like...
I do.
Yeah.
And he did admit his wrongdoings, and I think it was pretty cool you stabbed him.
Oh, yeah, so you
thank
already...
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I haven't been complimented on that before. Thank you. Do you guys want tea?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Alright, well. Here we go. And she the water begins to rumble again, and you see these sort of blobs of water come out, and they kind of float in the air, and they begin to head over to your heads, and one by one these bubbles encompass your head and your face.
Oko is going to be
Alright, come
freaking
on.
out the entire time and trying to run away.
Just let it happen. It's if you want to get.
No.
It's an underwater castle. You need air to get down there.
I don't like water. I don't like being around water, so, you know, just...
Oko, you're getting a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Just suck it up a little bit, get your air bubble, and let's get in the water.
I mean, you know, like, you guys got it. Like, it's underwater.
It's all of you or none of you.
Let's get it over with, then.
That's the spirit of
Right?
it.
It's
Shut
gonna
up,
be
Fred.
okay.
Before we go down,
Nope.
Styx, like, takes her poetry journal out of her bag and, like, puts her hands through the bubble on top of her head just to make sure that it doesn't get wet.
Okay. You all enter the water, and Nimue leads you down, and this is a lake, right? You guys know how generally a lake, it's deep, but not, it shouldn't be this deep. And the further you get down, you start to see this sort of blue prismarine sort of castle that rises from the depths and begins to glow. And you are led inside a window of one of these castles.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Lots of time to decorate, so we're doing that. Alright, we'll head this way. I shall bring you to the dining hall. Alright, this way. And she leads you into this sort of grand dining area. It's got a long dining table. There's sort of a bit of like a throne at the end where you presume she eats, and chairs that line the sides. She sits at the head. Do you guys join the table?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys sit down, and within a puff of smoke, you see lavish food going all the way down the table. There's roast beef, there's a whole freaking turkey there, there's vegetables, there's fruit roll-ups, there's juice boxes, literally anything you can want.
Hold on a second. Can I roll an investigation / insight? So, dealer's choice. Can I roll to see if she's like a fae, so if we eat something, then we'll be stuck down here forever?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is a big deal. Oh my god, I got a nat 20. Oh my god. Okay, so insight is +2, 22. Oh, guys. Okay.
You look at this food, and as you look at the food and you look at Nimue, and as you're looking, you don't believe that if you eat the food you'll be stuck here. There might be something else going on, though.
Okay.
Lady Nimue, might I ask, how are we supposed to eat with, these? And I point at the huge bubble of air around my head.
Oh, give me a sec. She snaps her fingers, and it splashes to the ground.
So am I just
Sorry.
breathing water?
There's air in here. There's no water.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
It's as soon as you entered the castle, there was air again.
Fantastic.
I would like to pretend to eat. I would like to, put stuff on my plate, and then, the fake eating that they do in, movies and stuff. I want to, put it up to my mouth and kind of, oh, yes, but also, and, start talking and, distract from the fact that I'm not eating.
Sure, roll a performance check.
Oh, this is where I'm going to shine my bard. Okay. That is a 16.
16, you succeed. You easily are talking. You pretend to sip from your goblet. It's just a bit of pretend going on.
Fantastic.
How about the rest of you? You see both Nimue and Styx eating.
It must be fine. I take a huge bite of the nearest large food item.
Whatever you want, Fred. It's whatever you
Apple
want.
pie.
This whole table.
Apple pie.
There's apple pie on the table, and there's also ice cream that you put on top.
Yes, nice. Okay, Fred takes a huge bite.
It tastes so good. It's so delicious. And you're... Is everyone else eating?
I'm gonna be taking a
No.
polite nibble, maybe, on something.
I need to double check because yes, Styx knows, but you guys don't.
Yeah, I'd have, carrot sticks and cucumber sticks, kind of, or cucumber slices. That's what I'd want.
There's a whole tray of vegetables for you to nibble on, all the little snack size. You're nibbling on some cucumber. It's wonderful.
Oko is going to be too distracted hyperventilating that he's currently underwater and surrounded by water and that there is no escape.
Ari, I would like an excuse to why you're not eating.
Straight up don't trust her. The instant that we entered the castle and there was air again, just straight up didn't trust her. So I refuse.
I don't know if I like that answer. I'm gonna have you roll an insight check.
Okay. Alright. That is a 19 plus 3.
Alright, you are cautious.
4,
and not
actually.
eating.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
So, Annabelle and Fred, you guys are eating this. My gosh, it's so good. This place is amazing, Nimue's amazing. This is amazing. You feel indebted to her. You feel like you'd want to do anything for her. She's just so good.
You know, this reminds me of the time I stayed at that hotel in California.
I love that that's where we went here now.
What a lovely place. What a lovely face.
You know, Nimue, it's so nice that, like, you let us come down here and talk to you. Like, we really, really appreciate your time, and your place is just so gorgeous, and you're so nice for hosting us. Thank you so much.
Did you know, Nimue, that Merlin's still not over you? He's a real sad case, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's great to hear, honestly. The rest of you two down there, little fluffy one and the redhead, why don't you take a bite? It's all good food, all good to go.
Can't eat.
Do you need a bag? Do you need a... I can make an inhaler. What are you okay?
No.
Oko, Nimue,
Oko,
being
you
so
good?
Just don't like the water that Velda in the. No, just don't. Just don't. Just don't.
Oko, Nimue's being so nice. Like, wouldn't you want, like, tuna or something? Like, maybe that'll make you feel better.
You'll feel better if you eat, Oko. Just trust us. It's fine.
No. Sorry, Nimue, but no.
I'll come over and, like, rub Oko's shoulder and be like, it's okay, don't worry, it's just some food, it's so great here.
I'll walk over to Oko's other side, and I'll spoon up the nearest dish, and I'll say, here comes the airplane.
I will immediately smack you and push Annabelle away.
Roll an athletics check.
Natural 20 minus 2, 18.
What's with all these nat 20? Wait, what? Say that again.
I have a minus 2 in strength.
Me too, it's sad.
If you said
Yeah, but
acrobatics, I would have been good, but...
Alright, well, I mean, it's nat 20. You smack the spoon out of the way, and you kind of shove Annabelle off of you. Kind of push your chair back and stand up.
Stay away.
Oko, what's come over you?
You're being
Fred.
so
We're all
rude.
friends here.
Annabelle, what is going on?
He's being a bad guest. I'm gonna go grab a napkin and, like, pick up the food that fell on the floor, and I'm gonna be like, Nimue, I'm so sorry. I have no idea why he's being so badly behaved.
You know what? It's alright. Thank you so much for picking that up, dear. It's alright. It's alright.
I feel so bad. You invite us into your house as guests, and then they act like animals. People have no manners.
I said no to the food. You're not going to force me to eat the food. I do not want to eat anything right now.
Perhaps, dear, would you like some tea? I can whip up maybe like some chamomile, something to calm you down.
No.
Maybe like a warm mug of milk, is that...
I appreciate the offer, but no. Please, no.
Would the air bubble help? You know, maybe you can have some more fresh air. That might, relax you.
Well, there's air in here.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, the air bubble, it's kind of like the bag that you offered before, but maybe the bag is too claustrophobic, so maybe the bubble.
No. I'm just leave me alone. Can talk, and we'll be okay. Just want to get finish and talk, and we can leave.
But, like, do we have to leave right away? Because, like, this is underwater. Like, an underwater castle. Like, imagine the ecology that goes on outside with the coral and the fish. Like, couldn't we stay,
So,
like, a little
Nimue,
bit?
about Excalibur.
Yes?
Well, that's why we came, right? So, first of all, do you even have the sword?
I do. It is in my personal vault.
Okay. Is there anything we can trade for it that has of any interest to you?
You five are quite interesting. You have found yourself in a prophecy that had no one named to it. Normally you're somehow able to trace these things. It's very hard magic, but it's possible. You five have found yourself wrapped up in it. With the people who forced their way into the prophecy. That's interesting, is it not?
A little bit, yeah. I'll agree.
Totally.
Now, it's a little hard to trust you, you know what I mean?
Likewise, but continue.
Right, so I have been tasked to hold on to Excalibur until Arthur returns. That is my entire thing. My whole job right now is to wait. And until someone claims Arthur's title and is rightfully so able to hold the sword, I offer it to no one. That is what I'm supposed to do. So it's a little concerning that 5 kids from a town miles away from here want this sword. And somehow also found out about me.
Lady Nimue, if it makes any difference at all, while I may not be a once and future king, I am a once and present king of the castle just off into yonder woods there. And I gesture up, not knowing the direction of anything since we're a million miles underwater. But
Well, until Arthur returns, I am not to meddle in mortal matters. Though I do understand that this prophecy is gonna fuck with a lot of shit that I don't want fucked with. So I need an equal trade, and I need to know I'm getting the sword back.
anything that we can give to you at all.
You know, like I said, there are very few skilled sorcerers, practitioners of magic that are able to look into things. And you said you know Merlin. I want you to make Merlin find out who the next once and future king of Camelot is.
I feel that if he knew that information, he would feel a lot more comfortable. We got the impression that he was sitting around waiting for Arthur to rear his head and that he himself had no idea.
Yeah, but Nimue obviously knows what she's talking about, and, like, we could totally do that for her.
It would really be no trouble at all. You're right, Annabelle. But I don't even know if Merlin himself is capable of finding that out.
Well, then I guess he really overstated how good he was.
I actually got the impression that he does know and just doesn't want to actually know. He was not too keen on knowing a whole lot about the future to begin with.
That sounds like Merlin. You see, Merlin, he tends to get involved when he knows things. Involved in ways he shouldn't. So when Merlin gets involved with something that's going to happen, it's going to go bad. So I can understand if Merlin is aware, and that's why he's avoiding it. But I've been down here for 1,500 years waiting for Arthur. If you have a better idea of what to give me, I'm all ears.
What do you want?
Well, if it is Arthur you want, it is Arthur you shall get. And I stand up and I turn to everyone and I say, well, we all heard the lady. We should get out of here and go see Merlin immediately, find out who Arthur is, and bring him right back.
We should.
Is Fred Arthur?
I don't know. The thing is, I'm not going to know, is the issue. Merlin's supposed to, like, mysteriously come back with Arthur, and then he'll be like, this is the guy, and it's like, alright, well, here's the sword. I'll bugger off.
That
Right.
seems unfair
So,
for you.
What if Fred is Arthur because he actually did some crazy cool stuff with a magic castle that awakened because we found the Holy Grail, and he just made himself a king, so, like, maybe he is. We think so.
Maybe I am. Who
think
knows?
so.
The Holy Grail? You found the Holy Grail?
Yes, we did. We did not bring it.
Alright.
And we have
Well, if you
special
want-
water that can prove that it was the Holy Grail.
Can I see?
Absolutely. I take out my water skin and I hand it over to her.
She kind of inspects it, and she mutters some words, waves her hand around, and your canteen, or is it your water bottle?
I guess. Water skin, water bottle, same thing. Yes, so I hand her my... You know what? Yes, it is a black water tumbler, like one of those swell bottles, but not swell. It's well bottles, and I hand it over. It's black and it has a white skull painted on it.
Classic.
Absolutely.
So she mutters some words, and out the top you see a bit of light glow. And Six, real quick, can you roll me a history check?
I absolutely can. Okay. You'll never believe it, but it's a nat 20.
Oof.
What is going on
Do you want to see
tonight?
a picture for proof? I'm so proud of myself.
Damn.
Yeah, I want a picture.
Okay,
I want
you
a
want
picture
a picture
at
for
this
proof?
point. If
I
you-
didn't move it at all.
I
Put a
don't
picture
get
for
why
proof in the
everybody else
chat.
can get so lucky.
No, man, I never get lucky, and it is rare.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
Everyone's stealing your luck.
Apparently.
I'll just let you know, as you look at this woman, you recognize her. You've been sitting down with her, and yes, you've been trying to put on this performance of pretending to eat and everything, but once you properly sat down at her and were able to look at her, and when you were, looking into her intentions and was really just studying her, you realize you've seen her before. You've seen this woman with long dark brown hair that's braided into a bun, with this royal blue Celtic gown, and last time you saw her, she was holding a sword.
Hold on a second. Does this castle look familiar to me as well?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
And as
Okay. Would I be able to, like, backtrack my way? Would I be able to find my way to, like, the room that I know that I saw?
you never left that room, was the thing.
I think
Right?
I did.
Like,
I
you
went
were
into the
only
hallway.
ever
No?
No.
Oh.
It was a long hall.
Right.
That might be what you're confused with. And it had a lot of knickknacks everywhere.
Right. Oh.
It was also a large jade room.
Can I, like, look at her, like, really intently in the eye and see if she recognizes me?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Okay. That is a 18 plus 2 dirty 20.
You stare at this woman really intently, and after she looks at it and it was kind of like, oh my gosh, looking at your water, she looks back at you, and she kind of moves her body back a bit and is like looking at you like with just this curious and sort of analyzing way at you, and you gauge she's really confused why you're staring at her like this.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so much admiring your beauty. You're very beautiful.
All right, cool.
Could I have a tour
I mean-
of your beautiful home?
In a moment. Now about this water. So, yes, this is for the Holy Grail. Now you said you don't have the Holy Grail with you, you said, right?
Yeah, we didn't bring it with us. You know, it's
Do
too
you know
precious
where
to
it
be
is?
walking around with it.
Of course, of course. Do you know where it is?
Yes, of course. We have it in a very special hiding spot.
Would you be able to bring it to me?
I could, but I would need to have... Okay, so here's what would be needed. We would need to get the sword in order to get the Holy Grail because of some magic stuff that has been set up to, like, you know, it's a transfer system. So if we get the sword, then we can bring the Holy Grail back. How about that? Then it's like an equivalent exchange, you know.
Will you shake on it? Will you bind yourself to that promise? Because I'm willing to give you Excalibur for it. And this water.
No, you can't have the water because it's my water. I need it to survive.
I want the water.
Can I get you an additional water? Can I have this water and then I'll get you the other water because I want my bottle back.
I can give you your bottle back. I can put the water in somewhere else, but I want this water.
Okay. So how about you have the water first and then we get the Excalibur and then I take my bottle because, you know, I painted that skull on myself. It was not easy, let me tell you. I am not crafted in the physical arts, just the verbal arts. So how about we do that and then I'll bring the cup.
Absolutely. Alright. And she puts her arm out. Alright.
Sticks.
I'd like everyone to give me a nice firm handshake.
Oh, how about just me? Because, you know, that one's freaking out, and I point at Oko. Those two are already so devoted to you. They love you. I love you too, of course. Obviously, I do. But, and, you know, like, Ari, you know, they're having a moment right now. They need a moment. So how about just me? I will bind you my hand. I will give you the word on my hand that it may be cut off and destroyed if I should break this promise to you.
From the shoulder down.
From the shoulder down.
Alright. She puts out her hand.
I shake it.
And you see this luminescent blue just sort of magic start to circle around like a firecracker, just repeatedly, and then it sticks into your hand. It collapses in.
Oh, this is
and you
pretty.
pull your hand away. You have been binded that if you do not return with the Holy Grail, I will cut your arm off and destroy it.
I absolutely promise you that is going to be no issue on any account.
Alright?
Can I have
Come
the sword
along,
now?
children. Yes, come along. I'll bring you to it.
Beautiful.
And as you walk through this castle, you guys are all following?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys walk through this castle, and as you do, it begins to change in different gem colors. Before it was prismarine, now it's kind of changing into this sort of blue quartz, an aquamarine, all these just different sort of bluey green colors. And eventually, you reach this jade doorway. And as you enter, you find this illustrious jade room. And just all along, there are these pedestals of different little knickknacks, different little artifacts. And at the very end is a stand where a long sword sits. A long sword, sticks again, you recognize.
Oh, guys, I know this is it. This is the one. This is the sword. All right. Well, we can take it now.
Yes, of course. And she walks over and she picks it up and hands it over.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And do you want to transfer the water? And then I'll take my tumbler back.
Yes, of course. I'll just walk to the kitchen. Let's leave this room, though.
Oh, can I not look around? Is that okay? Can I just take a peek?
No, this is my personal vault.
Okay.
Alright?
I respect you. I want you to know that.
Alright. Let's head out. What are you guys leaving the room all unharmed?
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Could I take a quick, as we leave the room, glance around, see if there's anything notable?
Sure, give me a quick sec to pull up. Where did it go?
Skirt.
Skirt. Y'all, brah. You just gotta wait a moment for
Please,
that
no,
inner
no,
chakra
please
to
stop. Make it
Oh,
Skirt.
God.
Jump
feel
in
the
whip,
Scooty McBooty enter your body.
leave him behind the skirt.
As you look around, Oko, can you quickly make me just a perception check?
Yeah.
Pretty low DC.
Yeah.
What?
Natural 1, 6.
Oh.
Wow, there's boots. There's
You
There had to be
There's
balance.
there's there's a tooth. There's a staff. There's a hammer. And yeah, that's what you see.
I am hyperventilating too damn much and freaking out.
Yeah. That's what you see, though. I don't know. Those are some weird things to have in a room.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Especially a vault.
I'll probably be following Nimue, at her heels, like some type of, child.
Like her handmaiden.
Oh,
Yeah,
me too.
It's
Yeah.
just so cool. I love it. It's so amazing. You have such great taste.
It's a marvelous castle. It's almost as good as mine. You really must come visit sometime.
Perhaps I will. And where is this castle again?
It's out towards the north of the island. You can't miss it. It's very splendid marble, you know.
I see. Well, perhaps I'll check it out.
By all means.
All right. Perhaps we could have a informal dinner.
Yes, that would be lovely. All of us or just the two of us?
How about just the two of us?
Honored. I'd be honored. Honored. Yes.
We're in a disaster mess.
Oh god. So she takes you to the kind of this little bit of a kitchen. There's a bunch of different you see these fish people walking around making food, kind of going as they please, making, and they all kind of bow as the Lady of the Lake enters in, and she gets this goblet from the cabinet. She pours the water in and hands you your tumbler back.
Oh, thank you very much. So, just really quick, because we didn't actually say about a time limit for me returning, because it might take a little while. I'm just saying that, it's very well hidden. Very well hidden. This goblet, the Holy Grail. So, do we have, is there a negotiable time limit? Because we did already do the handshake and then, bound to you, so, I just don't want to have any bad vibes between us.
Normally, these sort of spells have a bit of a time limit on them. Now, I myself am quite a great spellcaster, and perhaps I'll be a little more easy. How about a week to bring it to me?
Yeah, that was what I was going to suggest too, about a week. Yeah, 7 days from
All right.
now.
Sure.
Or starting at midnight, 7 days. That would be better. Is that okay?
How about we even say a fortnight?
That's 2 weeks, right? Yes.
That's, 2 weeks.
That
you
is
know, you get
so
down
generous.
10 kills on the board right now. Yeah, fortnight, we're about to get down.
Lady Nimue just starts
Absolutely.
doing orange justice.
Start to floss.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, please, that's so generous of you. I really appreciate it.
You're so understanding, Lady Nimue.
Wonderful. Now, I'm sure you all want to get off now, huh?
Yeah, that.
If we really must.
I mean, we could stay a little longer, couldn't we?
Oh, we must go and start our next epic quest. We must go onward and forward. And I can't remember what my catchphrase is right now.
Venture forth?
We are going to venture forth to fulfill our quest for Lady Nimue. I think that's a vitally important mission. We should go.
That
We should
is, I
start.
guess so. It's just that she has so much knowledge that we could learn, but we did promise her we'll be back. Can we come back?
Yes.
Would that be okay,
Yeah.
Lady Nimue?
Oh, darling, you can return whenever you'd like. There's food always waiting at my table for you.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Lady Nimue,
course.
before we go, I just have one question.
Mm-hmm.
If Arthur, whoever they might be, were to come in contact with Excalibur, would there be any kind of, like, magical reaction? Some kind of, hey, this is Arthur for sure, for real?
Well, I mean, I trust, as much as I don't like the guy, I trust Merlin. Merlin knows.
Right, yes.
Or will know, you know. He doesn't really like to look.
Nimue, can I ask you one more question?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kind of like stuck down here? Are you like tied to your castle or something like that? Like, can you go on land?
Yes, I can go on land.
Ah, that's very interesting. Do you often frequent the forest?
Absolutely not.
I see.
I stay within the Lake of Avalon. I'm having a great time here. I don't get involved with mortal affairs. It's great.
Right. So you kind of just stay in your own little pocket. I appreciate that. It's good. It's nice here.
It's a lot more quiet.
It's good for writing poetry. It's a good environment. I like it.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your hospitality. We best be off, venture forth and whatnot.
Of course. And I'll see you two soon, Annabelle and Fred. And Fred, I'll be sure to. I'll send a bird your way, and we can plan that dinner.
Yes, absolutely, milady. And I take a very clumsy and deep bow.
Of course, Your Majesty.
I'll definitely
All
be
right.
back soon.
Oh, of course, darling. I'd love to have a conversation, sit down, talk about all the different things that, you know, I'd love to hear about what you kids have been up to, and, you know, what's life like on the surface again, you know?
I'd love that.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
See if she actually means it.
Can I as well?
Sure. If you'd like,
Oh.
sure.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god. Today is a really good day.
Why
That's a
can
nine
I
for
not
me.
roll high and all of you are getting them? Some of you give me your luck.
And by the way, Sam, you sent it into the Voyage chat, just to let you
Oh,
know.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. They're probably just gonna be like, what's happening?
Nat 20. No context, Nat 20.
So Oko, still hyperventilating. Ari, though, you're looking at her. She is absolutely got them wrapped around her finger, and she wants this. It is a matter of having some lucky few at her disposal.
So, sorry, when you say she wants this, does she wants the Holy Grail? Or she
wants control.
Okay.
And she's currently getting lots of attention from 2 champions.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep an eye.
All right. So that's the information you get.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Are you guys leaving?
Yes.
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 The bubbles come back and wrap around your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can.
And you are let out the window and left to float and swim back up to the surface.
What time
As
of
we
day is it? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, as we swim, Fred is like stealing glances at the castle over his shoulder.
Oko's gonna be swimming as hard as he can to the surface. Just speed, just frantic.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Wow, fucking athletics again? You just curse me, don't you?
It's almost like you keep asking to do strength-involved things.
I know, right? God. That's a 1. 3 minus 2.
Oko, you don't get in the water. You're not a water person. You are actually quite far behind everyone else as you try to awkwardly swim to the surface.
Yes.
Could I assist? Like help kind of drag him?
Sure, roll in athletics.
Okay. This I can do. I can do this. Dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
Oh my goodness.
You just drag him up. You drag him up, no problem. You all, as soon as you guys break the surface, the bubbles collapse and return to the water.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It is starting to get pretty dark.
Is it like skeleton time kind of dark?
Your skin becomes pretty transparent.
Have I... Okay, you let me know when I'm a skeleton.
Alright. So you guys breach the surface, you're back on land.
Do I feel any different?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh boy. Hey,
Can I
that's
make that-
over a 10. It's over a 10 right off the bat. So that is better than anything lately. That's a 19.
Oh,
That's good.
You dig deep inside yourself and you feel like you're starting to get a bit hungry again, but you're not quite sure what you want yet. But Nimwe's so good.
Can I make that check as well for
Sure,
posterity's
go
sake?
ahead.
Yeah. That is a 22.
22. You feel like you're getting hungry again. You just really want to eat.
Ugh.
It's just as well as Nimue. Wow.
Of
oh my
course,
gosh.
of course.
Does she want to date with me? Wow.
Well, I know that. I know that she does. But I could really go for some of Nimwe's apple pie right now. I'm getting
Right?
hungry. We should set up camp and get the campfire going so we can eat our dinner.
Guys, wouldn't it just be so great if, like, we had Nimue as one of our champions instead of Morgana? Like, I think that would just be
Imagine.
so awesome. Like, of course she's not evil because she's way too smart and just so pretty and so great. But, like, think about it. Wouldn't it be so cool we'd get to spend all this time with her?
I mean, she can probably stop the end of the world by herself anyways. Like, do we really even need to do anything? We can just get Nimue to come help us out. She knows the answer to everything.
Yeah, like, there's obviously a reason she stabbed Merlin. She's probably so much better than him anyways.
Oh, yeah. We should probably stab Merlin as well, you know.
We
No, I
should.
don't think that's a good idea, guys.
What the
Hey,
hell is
you
wrong
said
with
you-
all of you?
You said you were hungry. Can I give you a pleasant bar?
I would love a pleasant bar.
Okay,
Sticks, thank
here
you.
you go. It's a pleasant bar and a grape juice box.
As you begin to eat, Fred, it just doesn't taste as good as the food you just had. It feels so empty. And can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy, okay. That's a 16.
16, you eat this bar. You really want that food back in Nimue's place, but I think this is okay for now. Maybe that food wasn't as good, like it was good during the time. It was a big show, but this bar is pretty okay too.
Oh, all right. I've chased the food dragon successfully.
Could I? Oko's like gonna kind of like get up and like, thank you, Ari. Thank you for dragging me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna go back to eating.
Oko's gonna stand up and pull out his quarterstaff and point it at Fred and Annabelle. Now, what the hell is going on with you two?
What do you mean? We were being polite to Nimue. You were being rude. We should be pointing something at you. By the way, get that stick out of my face.
Annabelle, first of all, you've never come close to me and you want to give me a effing shoulder rub? And Fred, you want to shove that food in my face.
I was just trying to get you to eat something to calm you down. I know you were really freaking out down there, and some food could have calmed your nerves.
And I
I'm looking out for you, man.
specifically said that I didn't want any food. Food wouldn't help. Nothing would help except for getting out of that place. And you specifically tried to shove that food in my face?
Sorry, Oko.
I'm sorry, Oko.
Now, I don't know what's going on with you two, but since we went down there and ate that food, Annabelle, you're just so stuck up and hard and just take no BS, suck up to no one.
Well, maybe
And down
I
there, I saw someone completely different from the Annabelle I know.
Well, everyone's always complaining about how I am and blah, blah, blah. And maybe I just finally found someone that seems super generous, super smart, and can be like a really cool role model. Like, why can't I look up to Nimue? What's wrong with that? She's great.
I'm not saying you can't look up to Nimue, but guess what? You have a bunch of people around here that we've been through a lot, all of us together, and we've taken care of each other, and we've watched each other's backs.
Sorry, DM. Just quick question.
Yeah?
Would what's going on with Fred and Annabelle count as a disease?
I don't know. Would it?
Well, can I make a check to see if I would know that information? From, all of the books that I've been reading?
You can make an insight check, and I just want to double check. Is this a part of your lay on hands feature?
Yeah.
Alright, let me quickly look at that so I'm familiar with it, but I do need to just quickly brief the rules of it.
Yeah.
Please roll me that insight check.
Okay. Come on. You've been rolling so good tonight. Okay. That's 11 plus 4, so 15.
This doesn't seem to be a disease. This isn't something you can go to the store and, find something that's going to help with food poisoning or anything like that, right? This is something arcane.
Okay.
Do you guys want to, go back to Morgana?
It's dark
It's getting pretty late, yeah.
But if we're, really close to the border, maybe it won't be so hard just to kind of, pop in really quick. I have something that I really need to ask her.
Morgana's outside the border. The cave is just outside the border, more on the north end of it. You guys are east. So if you look
Yeah.
at the bubble of the border, it's going to be kind of pretty much directly north.
Is it like, would because we've been there a couple of times, would we know how to get there really easy?
You can certainly try.
Guys, I think we should try.
There's way too many things out late at night, and we all agreed before we did this that we'd stay here at night, and then we can head over straight in the morning. I know that you really want to help Nimue, like, I really want to help Nimue, but if we die in the forest, then how are we going to get back to her?
That's totally the reason why I want to go right now. Yes, absolutely. I concur with that. But, you know, if we go now and make it to Morgana, and we can have such a nice conversation with her about the Grail and other things, how about we do that?
I want to stay here until morning. There's way too many things out there. Besides, maybe then we could have breakfast with Nimue in the morning.
I'm with Sticks on this one.
I would really like to go and see Morgana before the sun comes up tomorrow morning.
Yes.
If it's okay with you guys.
Does it seem like we could even make it there in that amount of time?
It's possible.
Is there anything going on with Styx's arm?
I don't know, medicine check?
No, I just like if there's like if it's like glowing or something that's obviously not right with the one that she shook hands with.
Again, medicine check? I think that's the right.
Okay. All right, medicine check it is. 14 plus what's my medicine?
It's 4. So 18.
Is it really? Oh, dang, it is
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
An 18, that's awesome. You look at this arm, I mean, you've kind of been looking around, making sure you know what's up, and, you know, making sure that these friends in quotation marks
Yeah.
are healthy.
Big quotation marks.
As you look, you see that the arm is growing increasingly translucent, so is the rest of the body, and is starting to become quite skeletal. And briefly as you look, you notice what seems to be like a blue band around where the wrist is. Almost like a tattoo.
Is the blue band going onto my skeleton as well? Like it's just kind of
Yes.
seeping. Okay. Yeah, guys, can we go see
Okay.
Morgana?
Bones, I know you are a little freaked out over this, but I think it might be better if we just wait till morning.
No, like really pretty please. Really, really, can we go?
Sticks, we could get killed out there. Like, I know it's been fun and games, us trekking into the forest and us doing special things, but Willow won't even take me out after dark. Like, it is too dangerous to leave. We agreed we'd sleep here and then go.
Styx, if we don't make it to Morgana, then Morgana has no reason to keep anyone alive when the world ends. The world ends whether or not we make it to her, right?
But I really need to see her now.
Can I get everyone to make a perception check, please?
Yeah.
Finally, the good rolls roll in.
12.
Natural 20.
What the shit is wrong with you guys?
14.
11.
21.
Oh, shit. Oh. I'm gonna
Ari
take a
and
picture.
Ari and Annabelle. As this is sort of going back and forth, you notice something is moving in the woods near the lake. It's moving around, it's stopping behind something, and then moving. There's something near you.
Okay.
Guys, there's something out there.
I told you I saw something earlier.
It is
Maybe
getting very dark.
We need to...
Maybe Bones is right. We should go.
Or we should start a fire and stay here and keep at bay whatever it is that's following us, because if we go now, it's just going to stay on our tail.
and then we'll be dark and lost in the forest, where if we stay here, we'll be safer, and if we need it, Nimue can come help us.
Exactly.
Can I try and call Morgana's name and see if she'll pop in?
You can certainly try.
Morgana, can you please come help me? I have so many grape juice boxes and I just really need you right now. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm not doing well under this pressure and I need your help. Can you come here, please?
As you put this out into the universe, and you're speaking this, the rest of you see Styx's head twitch a little, and then Styx's posture change. And out from Styx's mouth, and Styx, you are aware of this, you hear, "Yeah? I was about to go to bed."
That is so freaky. What? Styx, you sound like Morgana.
Can I control my own mouth too?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I would like to. Hey Morgana, can you just, like, pop me back into the cave? Can you pop us collectively back to your cave? Like, really important right now, please.
What's wrong?
We're kind of stuck in the forest, but you'll be so pleased. We got the sword, Excalibur's in possession, and I'm kind of freaking out. I need your help.
I'm really, like, sorry to say this, but I spent all day using my magic to decorate, and I'm sort of out of energy, and I don't really know where you are either, so I can't really, like, just bump you back. I'm sorry.
She would, wouldn't she?
Morgana, is there anything that
sounds
you
about
can
right.
do? Because I have so many things that I need to talk to you about. We can do, like, real nail polish this time, but I just really need you. You gotta be here for me, girl. Like, support, you know?
Alright, if you let me take a nap, I can get you back here, but it's gonna be a couple hours, okay?
Can it be before sunrise?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Okay. Just like, you know, you can pop back into my head when you need to. Whenever is good.
Alright. And I heard that the rest of you, I hate kids, except for the two of you. Bye.
Thanks, Morgana. You're the best.
And Styx, you have control of your posture again.
Amazing. Okay, guys, we just gotta survive for like 4 hours.
Well,
I can keep watch.
Me too.
Can I start a fire?
Sure, roll a survival
I
check.
will help with that, actually.
With advantage.
I actually got a spell produce flame, so can I use that?
Yeah, fair enough.
You can do that. You make fire.
Great. I got a 16 if that changes anything.
You set up a really lovely campfire, and then Annabelle lights it.
Perfect.
Best teepee bonfire.
So who's taking watch?
Oko will.
Ooh, Styx and Oko.
Alright. The rest of you take a bit of a nap yourself?
Actually, I turn to Styx and I say, Styx, there's something that I'd like to try with the sword, if you don't mind.
But just for 1 second, and I'm going to watch you because I need this still.
Yes, we all need it still. But I'm
Yes.
thinking, if we pass it around to everyone and we see if it does anything, you know, then we'll know if one of us is Arthur. And if one of us is Arthur, that's a very bad thing because Morgana's going to want to kill us. So I think if we're armed with that knowledge, it would be better than not knowing.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I touched it. I'm not Arthur. Your turn.
Okay, and I grab Excalibur and wiggle it around.
You wiggle the sword around. It's a sword. It's a pretty nice sword. Really well balanced.
I mean, it's a great sword, but nothing, which I guess means I'm not Arthur, which is, like, sure, it's a little bit disappointing, but I'd rather not have Morgana want to kill me any more than she already does. And I pass it to Annabelle.
I'll take it next and kind of be like, it's a sword.
You take it, you look at the sword, you see yourself in the reflection of the blade. It's a sword.
I'm gonna pass it on to Ari.
Oh, okay. I take the sword.
Again, nothing.
Oko, do you want to try?
Sure. I'll take the sword.
Oko, you take this sword and you feel it in your paws, and as you're looking at it, you look at yourself and in this blade, just as Annabelle did. And as you're looking at yourself, you can't help but notice you have like a little bit of, like, one of your whiskers is a little bent.
I was so ready to be like
Weird.
for a split second.
My heart rate.
I thought you were gonna say that he had like a crown on his head in the reflection or something. I was like, what?
My heart rate.
No, nothing happens.
Give me a second. Give me just.
Listeners, this is our sadistic DM.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hi. I like pain. Alright.
Okay.
Can I get Styx and Oko to do your perception checks, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's hope this is good. Okay, ready? Okay, hopefully not 20.
11.
Alright.
18 plus, wait, perception plus 3. Okay, 21. Wait, yes. 18 plus 3? 21.
Oko, you're kind of spending a lot of time trying to fix the whisker. So that's kind of what you're doing. It's like really irritating. Styx, as you're looking out in the forest, you still see something moving around. It's not approaching. It's staying at a relative average distance. It's just watching.
Do I see eyes? Like, colored eyes?
You see, and I'll let you know what you see. You see... Where did it go? Please come back. Hi. Hello. Farewell. Alvidas and goodbye. Wish you all would do. You see. Where is it?
Are you sending a picture in the chat?
No, it's just I can't find the thing that I know what it's look like, and I can't find it. Where are you? You see two glowing golden orbs kind of moving around.
Do they look detached?
There's just these two little glowing orbs.
Are they moving in like unison, or are they moving separately, independently from each other?
They're moving in unison.
Okay. Oh, this is kind of creepy. Do you see those glowing orbs? I feel watched. Okay.
Can I see if I recognize those orbs?
Did you go to sleep?
I was wiggling the sword around.
No.
Okay, sure. Roll a history check.
Sure.
But hold on, no.
No.
Those weren't pointed out to you. It was only pointed out to Oko.
Oh,
believe.
I thought Styx
Yeah.
was pointing it out to everyone.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, because I thought you guys were all asleep now because we're
Yeah.
doing our watch. So it was just me and Oko.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Let's just stay on guard. Does it look like they're approaching?
No, I think they're just kind of hanging about.
Okay.
Maybe the fire is a deterrent.
I mean, monsters don't like fire usually, so let's just
That's
keep the
true.
fire going and stay vigilant.
Oko, can I ask you something?
What is it, Styx?
How do you really feel about Morgana? How do you really feel about this quest of destroying the world?
Somewhat hard to say. I'm gonna look at the party to see if they're sleeping.
Are you guys sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fred already kinda knows. I'm sucking up in a way. I don't trust Morgana. I don't want the world to end, but she's super duper strong. Like, she could probably zap us all out of existence in a moment. And the only way I'm going to get any further into stopping it and finding out more knowledge is by being on her good side.
That's true. I've even started doing it as well. She showed me her bedchamber. She trusts me a lot.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, she was speaking out of your voice. She could be listening to us at any moment, any time, and she could know that we don't trust her. She could know that she could know everything or nothing about our true intentions. Personally,
Yeah,
I don't
she's
think she
asleep
cares.
right
I don't think she cares, because she's just trying to get the next evil person to awaken, but you know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to keep living and stay alive and protect the people I care about.
I respect that. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do too. I think we're all on the same page with that. I'm sorry I was so hard on you.
It's okay, you know, it's somewhat easy if you guys are hard on me because it shows that I'm sticking to my true feelings. But I don't know, I don't feel super comfortable letting Annabelle know.
I understand.
I don't know how to feel about Ari. Like, she seems like she carries herself.
Sorry,
They seem to carry themselves with a lot of purpose, and I respect that.
I think you can trust Ari absolutely with your life.
I can definitely feel that.
They are a very good not human. They're a very good person.
Mm-hmm.
As you say that, Styx, you kind of, Oko, you see this posture changes, everything kind of twitches. Alright, I'm awake. Sorry, what do you need me to do again?
Go on, Styx.
Oh, okay, sorry. Good morning, Morgana. We just really needed you to poof us back to the cave just really quickly. I'm so sorry that we had to wake you up, but we have a situation. I need a new appendage, actually, if you can do that for me, but we'll talk about it when we get to the cave.
Okay. Alright, I need you to get a stick and find an area you can draw on the ground, alright?
Alright. I go and grab a stick.
I also need you to let me take full and total control of your body so I can do this.
Yes, go for it.
And Styx, you feel this loss of control, and as if someone else has taken over your body. It's sort of numbing. You just feel like you're inside a hollow thing. But you see yourself begin to carve. And it sort of feels similar to that dream you had, where you had no control of what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But you draw this sort of sigil on the ground with these runic symbols. And it's all done, and you feel yourself return into your body.
Ooh. I am going to write a lot of poetry about that. That was very hollow. Descent into the madness and darkness. Alright, well, let's go to the cave.
Alright, don't stand in the sigil. Just give me a sec. And sort of from, like, your end, it kind of sounds like a phone call, and you can hear some, like, footsteps on the ground walking. But all of a sudden, you hear some muttering, and Morgana appears in the middle. Alright, kids, get your stuff. Sleepover's done. We're going home.
Thank you, you're so kind. I was about to call you mother, but that would be too weird. We're not doing that.
Absolutely not. I'm not awake enough for that.
That's okay. Guys, I'm gonna go and, like, nudge, Ari and... Hey, can you wake up?
What's going on, Bones?
I know, it's so awful and early, but we gotta go to the cave.
Oh, did we hitch a ride?
Yeah, we got a ride.
Cool. Alright. Sounds good.
Alright, you take a second, I'll, yeah, we gotta wake up the other two, but you're good. So peaceful.
Okay. I'm just gonna slowly kind of shift and get up.
I really want to say, you know that, the mother that's, like, super crazy, like, it's this guy, I think it's, like, Brandon something. All I can think of is, like, kids, get your shit, we're leaving.
I love that.
Yes!
Alright, I'll go over to Fred and be, Fred, hey, nudge, hey.
And I spring to my feet and I kind of like fumble for my bone. I'm like, are they here? What's going on?
Yeah, we're totally leaving now. We're going back to the cave. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so there was no big bad monster in the woods? We're clear?
We're totally fine. It's very calming.
All right, I'll grab my stuff and...
We have a ride. Alright. I'm going to go over to Annabelle and be, Annabelle.
I'm up. Wait, I'm up. I'm not late. I'm good. Wait, what?
Relax.
Oh, yeah, I totally knew where I was. Yep. Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
So sort of one by one, you enter this little sigil. Morgana goes first. There's this kind of, light that shines up as you all pass through. Morgana, who's going next?
Oh, me, yeah.
Styx, and who's after?
I will go last, so I'll nudge Fred in.
Sure, I'll go right after Styx.
I'll go after Fred.
Fred, who's next?
Yep.
Annabelle,
I'll go after him.
Okay, I want you to roll me one last perception check.
Okay. And that was really good. Let me just check my perception. So glad I'm finally rolling well again. That's gonna be an unnatural 20.
Alright, so, finally roll. As you're about to head into this light, you notice two glowing orbs off to the side. And sort of slowly peeking out as you guys begin to go into this little portal, you notice this little tree person. And it sort of pops out from behind the tree and looks at you and does a little wave with its hand.
No!
And then hides again.
Am I through the portal?
Are you going through the portal?
Is it too late? Can I not go through?
I don't think you've gone through yet.
I am going to stop and head over to it immediately.
Whoa, wait, Annabelle, where are you going?
Wait, don't leave, please. Don't leave. Stay right there. Wait.
You head over and you see this little tree person. It sort of seems like the log of a tree that's been hollowed out, and there's this sort of circle where there's a bit of a hollow in it. These two glowing golden eyes, these little stick arms, and it's just kind of like, hi.
It's you, isn't it?
It's you.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Hi. Oh, good.
That's good. Were you watching us?
Yes.
Why?
Watch you.
For who?
For you.
For me?
Watch you for you. Scary forest.
Oh, you were watching over us.
Yes.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
Um,
You go?
I have to go now, but hold on 1 second. And I want to use 1 second. I want to use Druidcraft to make a little flower bloom and pick it and give it to them.
They kind of jump around with excitement. Yes.
Thank you.
Good. Yes.
Can I see you again?
Me want to see you. Yes.
Okay. I'll come to the forest again, okay?
I watch.
Okay. I'll be back later, but I have to go now.
Bye.
Bye. And I'll wave.
Annabelle.
I'm coming.
I don't-
Sorry. Willow, there was some forest animals that just wanted to let me know something. I'm on my way.
And you guys head into the portal. Annabelle, Ari, Oko. And you all find yourself back in the cave. And Morgana turns to all of you. Alright, can I take it? Can I have it, please?
Yes, but here's one thing really quickly. So, to be able to get the sword, I had to make a bonded promise with Nimue, handshake and all, so that she would have my arm from the shoulder down if I didn't bring her the Holy Grail back. So, what I need to do is find a new arm.
Is that a thing you do?
Yes, and I'm going to pull off my whole arm from the shoulder bone, like the ball and socket shoulder and down. I'm going to just take it off.
Oh, I see. Alright. We need a grave. We need a grave now.
Yeah, we really do. I'm kind of a little bit stressed.
Alright. Let's deal with that in a second. Does it have to be done now? Does it have to be done tonight?
Kind of, yeah, I kind of need to have it done now because I don't have an arm.
But Nimue gave you 2
Like,
weeks.
she can kill me. And then you don't have your champion, and we've been bonding really nicely. We did toenail art, so I think we need my arm back.
Are you sure we have to do it right now? Can it not wait until next time on Fayfinders?
Oh, yes, it can wait till next time on FIFA.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely find a grave. If you know where some are, we'll dig someone up, take their arm, no problem.
Yeah, we need to, okay.
Alright. Now, give me the sword.
Okay, here you go. I'll pop my arm
And
back in for now.
And she leads you into this chamber that Styx you've been in before, where all these little doors. And in the center rises this platform with just little areas where... this little platform arises, and this slot is available, and it's thin, and Morgana takes the sword and she pierces it into this platform that has risen out of the ground, and she turns it like a key. And in that moment, you see yellow light
I knew it!
emerge. Yellow light emerge from the door next to Morgana, and from the doorway ascends into the wall above, and this ghastly blue flame emerges and barrels out, and out walks this form, and you can't tell what this form is. It is almost shapeless. It moves. One moment it's got a shark head, now it's got a deer head, now it's got, I don't know, an arm, there's an ear on the side of it. It just keeps transitioning, and it has no formal state. It just keeps moving.
It's you! I was speaking to you. Do you know how rude it is not to acknowledge someone?
What the? Oh, it's happening. Cool. What are you on about?
And you're supposed to be my bonded one. Great. You know, I have standards, right?
What? Excuse me? What?
I saw you in a dream, and I tried to speak to you, and then you didn't even say anything. Like, do you have no manners? I mean, I know you have a shark head, but are you actually an animal?
I am a beast. I am an original monster. Alright. Well, you saw me in a dream. That's cool, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I never spoke to you. I don't know what's going on. Other than the prophecy's begun. Great. I'm ready for it.
Do all of you have to go through, like, a reawakening period? Is this just, like, something you do? Because, you know, you said something about, like, I know how you're smarter, sister. All good will come. I want destruction.
I mean, that's true.
And you talked about
Okay,
a box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I guess you heard that conversation. Okay, so I guess you got bits of information. Cool. Yeah, for sure we all went to sleep, and he kind of gives a wink on the alligator face that just formed. We definitely, all 5 of us went to sleep. We weren't just in other places. Wink.
Right. Okay.
Right, Morgana, would you have a lovely sleep? Ha ha ha.
Well, I'm sure Morgana can tell you you're gonna have a nice learning curve to catch up with.
Morgana is giving me the learning curve?
No, it'll be me.
Alright, I'm assuming you're my champion.
Yeah, and I don't know if I like you yet.
You haven't met me.
I don't need to meet you to not like you.
Yes, you do. That's how meeting people works. Alright, I shut her up. That's great. Next time on Fate Finders, we're gonna end it there.